Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. When you look at this Bronco defense, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Now it's Nix. He'll drop this down to Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Room past the 35. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good catch and excellent creation of a big play downfield. And I can guarantee you this, that's not a play this defense has practiced against in the days leading up to this game.
First down, here's White. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Bucs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
That's into the hands of Chosen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mayfield on play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from White. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Nick's going to tap this forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Regular. What's that?
Here's Mayfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Adam Troutman, 26 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now They can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The beautiful fake.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Nix.
And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fielded just inside the 20. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Mayfield off the play fake. Finding Otten once more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Real. Good. What's up?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Now there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Mayfield to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's up?
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Mayfield. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Mayfield now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McLaughlin for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll buy some time right. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down.
Sutton gets past the sticks, and that play reminds us of the potential that he has and the production that he's given in the past, something he's certainly hoping to get back to this season.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Nix to the air. Open man is the tight end Troutman. A solid stiff arm. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. following the fumble recovery. Nix on the move to his left.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
This one into the hands of Burton. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
They go play action. Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
On play action, here's Nix. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
33 yards that time. From the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Cade Otton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw is Nix.
And that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now it's Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Williams running left. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got some space here.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Was shot right.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Off the play fake. Nix
steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Attack.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Mayfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Robbie Chosen.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Buccaneers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Back to throw. Nix.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
85 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. They'll go play action with Nix. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Nix.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They try the left side here with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Flushed out right.
Finding Williams on the check down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Mayfield off the play fake.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Robbie Chosen
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there for Denver, and even 50 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Out to his... And the pressure gets to him again.
Joe Tryon
dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 23-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with White. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fighting through at the 25.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
7 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Marvin Mims.
61 yards.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutt's good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Watch out!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
White. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
White.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
John Franklin Myers on the tackle.
Charles, a lot of